Hey everybody out there on the internets, welcome again to another thrilling edition of Direct to Riff. Today I've got a lovely piece of media from 1995 called It's Just Good Manners. Because heaven knows, the way I carry myself on YouTube, I'm probably one of the more thoughtless, inconsiderate human beings on this wretched platform. And it would probably do me a lot of good to learn from nearly 30 years ago, that is a depressing thought, about what people believe are good manners. So maybe I'll learn something and maybe I'll be nicer, but I severely doubt it. Let's find out now. Ooh! I'm loving the Saved by the Bell graphics in the back.
Is this your house?
Your house is drunk. No, none of us do any of that. I'm not spazzed out like that, and I don't think my mother ever was too. Oh my god, Super Soakers are the shit. Nice. I like that. That kid is smart. Oh, that's a dead body. That's what that is. Okay, well, the milk thing is
Does
pretty...
this look like your house?
I've always loved doing the milk
Hi,
bubble thing.
My name is Eddie Cat. Get it? Like etiquette. Easy to understand why I love manners. Today, I'm going to help you learn good everyday manners. Knowing the right manners.
Can you learn some acting
good
like
about
you give a
yourself,
shit instead of
help you win
squinting
new
like you need to take
friends, and put
a
you at
shit?
ease in any situation. And they're fun to learn.
No,
Anyone
they're
can
not.
demonstrate courtesy and kindness for others, and that's the stuff manners are made of. Do you know how to make good introductions?
No.
In a fancy
I wouldn't know a
restaurant?
thing about it given what
Well,
my
I'll show
profession
you.
is.
And here are the people who will be helping me.
Your name is not Clay. She regrets life. he went missing.
This is the home of Jenny and Clay Smith. Last time they had friends over.
No,
it
that's
was
a green
huge
screen.
Mess.
You're
a
lying.
Catastrophe, if you know what I mean. Mud
No,
was
I
trapped
don't.
in, the place
And I
was
think it's wrong for you to
destroyed.
even make those kind of
But
puns.
Jenny and Clay have been practicing good manners since then, and now you're going to see how much fun good manners can be. They are really
How
catchy.
painful is it for your cheeks to go like that? Oh, he's a Mariners fan.
Hi,
He's a
Reed.
dork.
Come on in. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Clay. Thanks
You
for
know, the
having me
studio's kind of cold outside. Can I come in to this side of the studio?
in. Mom.
Mom, I
this
want
is
to
my
play
friend
Ken
Reed
Griffey
Thomas.
Jr. presents
Reed, this is my
baseball.
mom, Mrs.
Can I
Smith.
play?
Hi, Reed. Nice to meet you.
Who
And
the hell
this
are
is our
you?
neighbor, Crystal
Are you
Johnson.
even my child?
Hi, Reed. It's nice to meet you.
Not really. I have to
Remember
say, because Mom
always
will
use
slap me
first
with this
and
hot
last
pan
names
if I
when making
don't.
introductions. And when you introduce two people, it helps to tell them a little bit about each other, like what grade they're in, and where they live, and what their hobbies are.
So,
Hey,
my
another visitor.
name is
Let's see
Jerry.
what happens next.
I like black leather, and my favorite safe word is tomato.
Hey,
Oh, more random people. I'm not feeding any of you.
She's in my math class at school. And she lives over at Walker Street.
And she's looking at the script right
This is my
now.
mom, Mrs. Smith. Hi, Mrs. Smith. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Kanan?
Did you notice that Clay didn't introduce his mom by her first and last name, but as Mrs. Smith? You should always use a title, such as Mr. or Mrs. when speaking
No.
to or about an adult.
I'll give you a title.
If
My
Mrs. Smith
title's
wants to
right
be called
here.
Something else,
It's
she'll
this.
let you know. Also, the
You and
rule
your
to follow is
pompadour.
to introduce the younger people to the adults. What do you say we catalog what we've just learned? Always use
You know, I
first
just went
and
through this
last
whole thing with a
names.
cat and
Be sure to
escalators
use
and
appropriate
elevators.
titles,
I
such as
don't
Mr. or
need
Mrs.
cat
when introducing
puns
adults.
in my damn
Tell the
safe
people
or
you're
etiquette
introducing
video,
something
safety
about
video.
each other.
Well, it
Because
might be
it's just
safety
good
wise
manners.
if you learn some etiquette.
Now, let's talk about something everybody hates. Interruptions.
Taxes.
Take a look at the problems that come up next.
Well,
Look at all these
PTA
public
meeting
domain
is on
shows we're
Tuesday
stuck with.
from what I've got down, and so that might be a little bit
Where's
of
the video that I recorded yesterday?
Yeah, I want to see that
it's
snuff
on the
film.
bookshelf. I'm sorry. So Tuesday is out.
Miss,
but
would you let me borrow the film when you're
I
finished?
can't hear you. Just
Go
a
to
minute.
hell, you little creeps! Jesus.
Oh,
Gonna
man.
blow
can
out
she
the damn
wail.
microphone.
Most of the time, you don't even realize you're doing it, but interruptions while using the telephone can be very annoying. It's good manners to
Well,
allow
see,
people
that
to
problem's
finish their
kind of gone
conversations
because
in peace.
mainly people
So,
text
always
nowadays. You
remember,
can't really interrupt that.
keep the TV, radio, and your voice down when you're near someone who is on the phone.
No,
Make sure you
that's
have
their own
something
damn fault.
really important to say before interrupting, or just wait until your parent has finished the call.
They never
Of
shut
course,
up,
if
so
it's a real
no.
emergency, break in at any time.
With a punch to the
And
face.
speaking of the phone, there's another time when good manners are important. Watch what happens when Clay answers the phone.
That's not a phone, that's a Game Boy. What's he? At least he didn't make the mistake of putting in a no game, to make it play.
Hello?
Now what if that call had been important?
Our 5-year-old
It's really
dumb.
rude to treat your caller that way. This time, let's check out Clay doing it the right way.
I am curious as to what kind of game he's playing. It's on Game Boy, so it can't be that great.
Hello, Smith residence.
No, I'm not interested in Amway. Get bent.
Jenny, Susie's on the phone.
Oh my god, headspace? Okay, well, I guess that
Susie?
applies, but you could have done this shot
Good
10
job.
times better.
Clay catches on quick. He
Hey,
did the right thing
if
by
I got
answering
any
the
more
phone as his
putty,
parents wanted
I
answered.
would like to just drop
look
over
out,
dead.
Jenny
I have
is
no
about to
idea
get
why I said
another
that.
call.
That's dumb.
Oh, that would be fun, Susie. Wait, hold on just a second. I'm getting another call.
Call waiting? What kind of weird future is this?
I'm sorry, I'm on the phone with Susie. Can I call you back in a few minutes?
Yeah, go away.
Jenny
I don't
did
like
the right
you.
thing. If you're on a call, don't leave that person waiting while you take another call. Here are some
I'll
things
never
to remember
experience
when
that
using
because
the
I'll die single. Her?
Always answer the way your parents ask you to.
The
Never
fuck you
yell.
want? That's how you
Cover the
answer.
mouthpiece if you need to call someone to the phone. If call waiting interrupts, don't leave the first caller for long.
Who could afford
Take a
call
number
waiting?
and
That
phone
was an
them later.
expensive feature back
After all,
then.
it's just good manners.
These are some real first world problems, bro.
Hey, it's time for Etiquette TV.
No,
Named
dear
after me.
God.
Look, here's the furniture channel.
Oh my God, you're splayed. Please,
Clay.
I can't.
Good manners means not putting your feet on furniture, even in your own house.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you wearing those Reebok pumps?
Whoa, feet!
What are you
Don't
hanging
even
out in
think
the
about going in
pigsty?
the house with muddy shoes on. If you need to, take your shoes
Or
off
Andy
before
Dick's
you go
house?
inside. Last week, Kanan let Crystal borrow her favorite shirt. And today, Crystal
So
is
you know it's
returning
banana
it.
yellow?
And the shirt is a mess. Always
What,
return things you
you
borrow.
get stabbed?
Books,
What the hell?
CDs, clothes, anything in the same or better shape as when you
I
received
lent
it.
somebody my original NES Zelda when I was 9 and it came
Reed
back
Thomas,
with chips in it. The
hungry
fuck
neighbor
I'm ever
in
doing that
search
shit
of a
again.
snack. He spots the cookies Mrs. Smith made for the community bake sale tomorrow.
Oh,
He
well,
knows
he
they're
can't
not for
read,
him,
so
but he
you have to
only
forgive him
wants
for his
one.
ignorance.
Or two. Hey, Reed! Don't you see that label? Never just help yourself
It's
at
kind
a
of
friend or
ironic
neighbor's
that
home.
Reed can't read.
Boy, I've had enough TV for now. Let's review
There's
what
no
we
such
just saw.
thing as enough TV.
Keep your feet off the sofa, chair, and coffee table.
If you value
Always
your
check
toes.
your shoes for mud or dirt before you enter a house. Return borrowed items on time and in the
There's
same
no such
or better
thing.
shape
I
as when
have
you borrowed them.
Permanently
If
borrowed
you're
a lot
hungry
of
or
people's
thirsty,
stuff in my
ask
life.
permission before you help yourself. After all, it's just good manners.
Who the fuck needs them?
When I get an invitation that says RSVP, what does that mean?
Really stupid
It's a
vote,
really silly
please.
vampire party. B,
I'm okay with that.
they're serving Russian sausage that's very plump.
I like that answer too.
C, respondez s'il vous plaît.
Okay,
correct
I
answer
actually
is
learned something. I had no
C.
idea that's what the fuck it was.
Respondez s'il vous plaît is French and means respond if you please. It's good manners to let the host or hostess know immediately if you can attend.
For once,
That's
I
the
actually
reason
got
many invitations
information
request a reply.
that I did not know.
Never ignore the RSVP.
I can't
and
believe
show
this
up
happened.
anyway.
It's a
Try to
miracle.
respond within 48 hours. Wow, seeing those cookies really made me hungry.
Too
I guess
bad I'm
it's about time
diabetic,
for a
would
bite
go
to
into
eat.
shock if I had
Maybe
one.
some French fries and ketchup. Remember
God.
these guys from earlier? Who would want to eat with them? I gave them a quick lesson in table manners, and watch
It
them
looks
now.
like every single night
Jenny has
over at
learned
Chuck
that
E.
sitting up
Cheese.
straight and not slouching looks and feels better.
Who-
Reed is still enjoying the pizza,
cares?
but now he looks more like a person instead of a
No, he
vacuum
looks like an
cleaner,
alien.
and he chews with his mouth
Especially
closed.
that haircut.
Crystal no longer wears a bib. She's learned to put the napkin in her
Instead,
lap.
she makes bad
And
fashion
remember
choices
to leave
by
your
that
napkin
shirt
in
she's
your chair
wearing.
if you have to excuse yourself during the meal. Clay has finished eating and has learned to clean up after himself,
dorks
not
eat
relying on his
pieces with
parents to do it
forks?
for him.
That's right, I'm rhyming this shit.
Who do you think wrote one of the first books on manners and etiquette?
A, your Aunt Marge, who is always kissing you on the cheek.
She gets socked in
B,
the face if she does
your
that.
Uncle Ralph, who loosens his belt after every
Whoa,
Thanksgiving
we
meal.
don't talk about that. That's family trauma.
Our first president, George Washington. The correct answer is C.
Really?
George Washington wrote a book on etiquette and manners in 1747 at the age
Oh, that's
of
right, because
15.
when you were 15 back
It's
then,
called
that was basically
Rules of
like
Civility
middle
and
age.
Decent Behavior in Company and Conversation, and includes 110 rules our president-to-be like to live by. Check your library to see if they have a copy of it on hand.
What the hell's a library for?
Good manners are always in style.
You can't say the same for what you're wearing,
build
bud.
self-confidence, especially good table manners. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be confused by the table settings I'd see in fancy restaurants.
I still
Like, why
think you're
do I need two
confused.
forks?
But it's more about
Well, let's
other
see if Jenny
things
can
than a
sort it
damn
all out.
table setting.
Thanks, Mr. Cat. If you just remember a few rules, you'll never be confused by an unfamiliar table setting again.
Rule number
It's
one,
easy.
don't shove the
Informal
spoon
settings
up your
usually
ass.
include the
Rule
salad
number
plate,
two, the
salad
knife
fork,
is not
the
for
dinner
murder.
fork,
Rule number
and the dinner
three,
knife.
the
water
spoon
or
should
drink
only
glass is
happen
always
with
to
your
your
loved
right.
ones in
And the
bed.
bread plate is always on the left, above the forks. A dessert fork and spoon may be above the plate when the meal begins, but
See,
usually
all of
they
this
are
is
brought to the
untrue
table
because
with
I
the
had
dessert.
business etiquette dinners when I was
When the
in
meal is served,
undergrad,
remember
and
to start with
we never
utensils
had any of
farthest
this
away
shit. But
and
we
move
had way
toward the
more
dinner plate
rules.
with each course. As Mr. Cat would say, it's just good manners.
It doesn't fucking matter because
Let's
nobody
say
eats
you're
like
at home
that.
watching TV tomorrow and an adult friend comes by to see your parent.
Oh
How do
boy.
you greet the visitor?
Nobody's
A,
home, get
continue
lost.
watching TV
Or you
and wave
scream,
in the
Mom, the
general direction of the
deadbeat's
door.
here.
B, yell, someone's at the door!
B.
C, go to the door, see who it is, and offer a friendly greeting like, Hi, Mr. Hamilton. Be polite until your parent arrives. Then go back to
No.
what you were doing.
Fuck no. The parent wants that
The
shit,
correct
they oughta
answer
come
is
and do it the damn
C.
selves.
When a visitor comes through the door of your home, always deliver a friendly greeting, even if you're busy.
Yeah, some of us
Always
gotta
make
get
the
high
visitor
scores in
feel
Tetris.
welcome.
I ain't gotta
It's
deal with
just
this
good
shit.
manners. Speaking of thank yous, I'd promised Kanan I'd go over the rules for writing a great thank you note. You should always
Really?
write a
We're
thank
gonna
you
talk
note
about
as soon
that.
as possible after receiving a gift, whether it's for your birthday or another occasion. Also, after you spend the night at a friend's house, you should write a note thanking the hostess, your friend's mom, for having you as her house
I'm
guest.
sorry.
All right, let's.
I need to write a thank you letter
Write a
to
terrific
a
thank you note.
fucking parent
First,
for
be
hanging
sure to
out
name
their
the gift.
house. Are
Always
you
mention how you'll
fucking
use and enjoy the
crazy?
gift, and let the person know you appreciate his thinking of you. Hey, Kanan, did those rules help?
Oh my
Yes,
god.
Mr. Cat. I just finished a note to my uncle following all your rules. This is what
Next,
I
I
wrote.
can't wait to get started on
Dear
my
Uncle
stamp
Raymond,
collection.
Thank you so much for the pretty blue sweater.
Why does she
Thanks
have an
for your
ashtray?
favorite plaid skirt.
Oh, I guess if I
I
had to do
can't
this
wait
shit,
to
I'd
wear it
smoking
when we come
too.
up to see you later this
Some
year.
good Marlboro
Thank you again
Reds.
for thinking of me on my birthday. Love, Kanan.
Boy, Kanan, I think you wrote a great thank you note. Thank you notes
Could
are
you do
easy.
something with my
They
fashion
only take a
sense?
few minutes,
Because
and
it
they always make
sucks.
a good impression. And it's just good manners.
Like,
When your parent
can
asks
I?
you to take out the garbage,
You almost have
should.
Brock's eyes from
A.
Pokemon.
Complain about how hard you work around the house for a meager allowance.
That is true.
B. Mention that you took it out twice last year.
Yeah, that's fucking hard work.
C. Take out the garbage.
You
The
can
correct
take
answer
out
is-
this.
C. Doing your chores without a fuss is one way to prove how mature you are.
I'm not mature.
Being responsible is more
I
than
own a
good
home and
manners.
I am not
It's a
mature.
quality everyone appreciates and admires.
No, they don't.
Learning to do your work now will make you a better student,
No,
a
it
better
won't.
employee,
Oh,
and
so you just
later,
want us
a
to be
better
sheeple.
boss.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
who knows? It might get you a raise in your allowance.
Now
Why
you
should
can't
care
put
about good manners?
libelous stuff
It
out
shows
there.
respect and consideration for others. And it's
Why
an
are you
example
trying
of
to
your
meld
level
your
of
heads
maturity.
together?
Like when you learn to make introductions the right way, it puts everyone at ease. Remember
He's
to
a
use
Mariners
first
fan.
and
He doesn't
last
know
names and
manners.
introduce the younger person to the adult. Mention something about the people you introduce. And always
fact that
try
they're
not
missing
to
teeth
interrupt
would come to
anyone during
mind.
a conversation. Answer the phone courteously and don't keep callers on hold if you have call waiting. Respect other
Hi.
people's property. Keep your feet off furniture. Return borrowed items in good shape and obviously
That shirt was
keep
never
muddy
worn.
shoes out of the house, and you'll always be a welcome guest.
Honest to God, what,
If you visit a
whose
friend
ass
and
did
get
you
hungry
bury
or
your
thirsty,
shoes in?
ask permission before you raid the cabinet for a snack. Remember,
Fucking
knowing
criminal.
good table manners builds self-confidence. Follow the rules we discussed, and you'll always be comfortable.
Now,
At
color
your house,
theory is a whole nother
friend's home,
story,
or the
but you know,
fanciest
that's for another
restaurant.
video.
Finally, when writing thank you notes,
Yeah,
keep in
she's got
mind
an
that the people
ashtray
who
right
receive
there.
them will think you're the
If
greatest
you write a damn
person
thank
in
you
the
letter
world.
and then smokes a
I
Cuban.
know by now you're catching on, but if you're still asking yourself why these things are so important, here's why. It's just good manners. And now let's answer a few questions from our mailbag.
What
Dear
are you
Mr. Eddie
suggesting
Cat,
that
my dad got
fucking
mad at me
this is
yesterday
a
for being late
series?
to meet him at the mall. Why should it matter if I'm a little late if I was having a good time?
Being on time is very important. When you didn't show up
yeah,
on time,
I
your
guess.
dad had no idea why. He didn't know if you were just running late or if something serious had happened to you.
Like there was a
Always
sale
be
at
on
Claire's
time.
and you just had
But
to
if you're
get
going
that
to be more
shit.
than 5 or 10 minutes late, call ahead or send a message that you're running late. It's just
We
good
don't
manners.
have text messaging yet, asshole.
Dear Mr. Eddie Cat, when I meet a new classmate at school, what am I supposed to say to them?
Ew,
To
new
begin with,
kid, get
ask
out.
where your new classmate is from,
That's exactly
what their
you
favorite
said.
subjects are.
You make
and what
them
they like to
feel
do after school.
terrible about being new.
You can ask about their
and that they'll
family,
never
their
fit
pets,
in, and
where
that they
they live,
should give
their
up
favorite
now.
foods, anything. Just saying something is very important to the new kid on the block. If you've ever been
What?
the new person
I think
before,
that boy band's
you know how
okay.
nice
They
it
don't need
is
to
when
worry about
someone
anything.
talks
They got
with
plenty
you.
of money.
Dear Mr. Eddie Cat, I understand that I should use good manners at school and in public, but why do my parents expect me to use good manners at home?
Because you're
It
not
makes
a little
just as much
creep,
sense to
that's
use good
why.
manners at home. Why not show your family the respect you would show a friend, teacher, or stranger?
No.
Dear Mr. Eddie Cat, my mom says I shouldn't wear a hat at the table or in a restaurant. Is she right?
Never wear a hat at the table. Hats should be worn outdoors to keep your head warm. Here are some other things to remember while at a restaurant. Don't put your stuff on the table during a meal.
Look,
If
no.
you have
He asked
packages or
specifically
books
about
or
a
a jacket,
hat. Why are you
put it on
giving
the
all
floor
these other
beside
damn
you,
details?
or in an empty seat or coat rack, not on the table.
If you have a question about manners, write to Eddie Cat,
Oh, no.
P.O. Box
He's totally stoned.
422043, Atlanta,
And
Georgia,
a postage stamp.
30342.
They would explain
Send
it
a
'cause he's in
self-addressed
fucking
stamped
Atlanta.
envelope and we'll get you an answer fast.
No, you won't. I get the feeling this was the only video ever made. Yeah, the Full House font looks good. Ruth's akin to what? Woo-ha! Woo-ha! That's an illegal. Whoa, hacker! You didn't go through life harassed. That's not a real name. That's a lie. Oh my god, he was involved. Did he turn the frogs gay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the only video they ever made. Well, I'm convinced. I didn't learn anything about bettering myself, being more mature in front of my mother, or my wife, or anybody. So, probably just never make any more friends and live my life as a slovenly person who doesn't know how to use the proper flatware when eating at a stately dinner. Because who the hell would invite me to one? Oh well, the world's loss, not mine. So until next time, kiddies, toodles.